Fitness testing. Flexibility. Flexibility is the amount of movement allowed around a joint. The fitness test you formulate to test and measure the fitness component, flexibility, is the sit and reach test. Here is the normative data for the sit and reach test. The equipment needed is a sit and reach box and a partner. You perform the test by sitting on the floor with legs out straight ahead, with your feet against the box with your shoes off. The soles of your feet should be placed against the box, around about shoulder width apart. Both of your knees will be held flat against the floor by the tester, and you'll place one hand on top of the other shoulder with your arms facing down, and you reach forward as far as you can and hold it for 3 seconds, and then the tester can see what score you got. This will give you your score, and then you repeat this 3 times with about 30-second rest in between each time. The advantages of this test is that there's very little equipment needed, so many people can do it because you don't have to buy much equipment. It's easy to set up and carry out, so it's not very confusing, so you should be able to carry it out correctly. And you can do the test nearly anywhere, as long as you've got the sit and reach box. The disadvantages is the specialist equipment, which is the sit and reach box, is expensive. You need a partner to analyze the test and help gain results. So you'll struggle to do this test if you're trying to do it on your own. Also, the participant may have short legs and long arms, or long legs and short arms. So this isn't going to be a fair result, and it's not going to give you correct results. The next component of fitness hobby testing is speed. The definition of speed is the ability of the body to move fast. The fitness test you conduct to test and measure speed is a 30-meter sprint. This test involves running a single length sprint over a 30-meter distance, and you record the time. To make these more reliable, the person getting tested would do a warm-up so that they're getting the best results they can. And you start in standing still, a stationary position with one of your feet in front of the other, so you can power off the leg behind. And you go as soon as the tester is happy for you to go. So you will be sprinting as fast as you can along the 30-meter distance. Here's a normative data for the 30-meter sprint for 16 to 19-year-olds. The equipment for the 30-meter sprint is cones, a stopwatch, a partner, and measuring tape. The advantages of this test is little equipment is required, so it's very cheap and anyone can test their speed. You can also set this test up anywhere. It's easy to set up and understand because you're just sprinting over a 30-meter distance, and you can easily get a average result as you're doing this 3 times with a 30-second rest or a bit more in between each one. So you can make an average and then compare it to the normative data. The disadvantages of this test is you need a partner to time it, so you're not going to be able to conduct this test on your own. Human error may occur by the person timing may not start the stopwatch when you start running, so giving you incorrect results, but this can be resolved by using time gates. These are much more expensive, but very accurate. This is also unreliable because people may go before or after the stopwatch starts, so you're going to not be getting the correct results. The next component of fitness is cardiovascular endurance. This is the ability of the body to keep working without rest. You measure this by conducting the multi-stage fitness test. This test involves running over a 20-meter distance from one line to the other in the same time as the bleeps. So on the recording, you have to make the other line before the bleep goes off. You can do this test as a group, and the group will stand behind one line and face the other line and run the other line as the recording tells you to, I believe him. The speed of this starts off slow, but there's each levels between the bleeps, and then the bleeps will become faster, so it'll become more harder and demanding for the participants. As the speed increases, people will drop out, and there's levels that the recording gives, which will give them the time. But, however, people may reach this line before the beep sounds, so they'll wait there or at the line and carry on. And people may not make the line, and they have three chances to not make this line. If not, the tester will have to pull them out, and they'll be out and get the level. The equipment list for this test is a 20-meter tape measure, cones, a multi-stage fitness test, audio CD player, and a result sheet. This can be set. The advantages of this is it can be set up indoors or outdoors, so it's not. It can be done. More than one person can participate in the test per game, so this saves a lot of time. It's easy to run and understand because the CD player does it all. You just have to score it by each level. The disadvantages of this is not everybody would own a CD player or the audio CDs, which are quite expensive, so they have to spend money. People may run before the beep, and this will depend on how lenient or strict the examiner is. And they may not see this, so it won't give accurate results. Also, the equipment is expensive. The tester may be lenient, as I said. They may keep learning and not make the line. And the motivation levels will be different. For example, this is a very tiring test, so many people will not want to participate in it and will not try their hardest to make the best results. The next component of fitness is strength. This is the ability of the muscle to exert a force for a short period of time. You measure someone's strength by performing the grip test, or hand grip dynamometer test. This test consists of holding the piece of equipment above your head, from the side of your body, pulling it up, and then squeezing as hard as you can to your maximum force, bringing it down to your side as you're exerting this force. This will then give you a result, and you'll run this to your examiner. They'll write down this result and then set it back to 0, making sure it's at 0 every time you do this one. And then between each, you'll do this test 3 times, and you'll have a 30-second rest between each time. And you need to recover and giving you more accurate results. The equipment list, so this is the dynamometer and a result sheet. The advantages of this is little equipment is needed, so it's going to be easy, and it's going to be cheap. Also, this test is easy to conduct. It's not very confusing. It's got a simple procedure. You can do this test anywhere, as long as you have the equipment, and it's an easy to understand test. The disadvantages of this is the dynamometer is expensive, so not many people are going to be able to afford this piece of equipment and conduct the test. And the other disadvantages, the piece of equipment only measures the grip strength in your hand and your forearm, so that'll be much more effective test for, because this isn't going to be very good for someone who plays football, because they're not going to need to strengthen the arm they're going to need it in their legs, so a better test will be the Walmart Max squat test. Muscular endurance. This is the ability of a working muscle to continue working over a sustained period of time. This can be measured by conducting the 1 minute press up test. You conduct this test by making the subject perform as many press ups in 1 minute. You would start them with a stopwatch and then stop them after the 1 minute is over. The equipment list for this is a stopwatch and a partner to time the 1 minute. The advantages of this test is only one piece of equipment is needed, which is the stopwatch, which are very cheap, so anyone can conduct them. Also, you've got a stopwatch on your phone, so they're very accessible. Also, the participant can perform the test anywhere. It's easy to do and easy to understand, therefore easy to conduct. Disadvantages is the performer may not be able to find a partner, so won't be able to do it on their own. This only measures the upper body muscular endurance, therefore better test for like core would be the 1 minute sit-up test, which is the same, but you're performing sit-ups instead. Also, the participant may be fatigued, so will not be able to give the best results, so less reliable. Power can be defined as the ability to exert a maximal force in the shortest time possible. Measure someone's power by participating in the sergeant jump. In the sergeant jump, the athlete would stand side on to the wall and will reach up as far as they can and push the piece of equipment up as high as they can. Then their feet will be flat on the ground. They'll bend their knees to exert as much force as they can and jump as high as they can. As they jump up, they'll touch the board, and the tester will see what score they get. The equipment list for this would be, you need the wall with the vertical jump board on, and a partner. The advantages of this is it's easy to do and understand. It's quick to do. You'll do this 3 times and you have a 30-second rest between each one. And little equipment is needed. However, the vertical jump board is very expensive and only tests your leg power. So a better power test for this would be overhead medicine ball test, where you'll be throwing the medicine ball as hard as you can against the wall. Also, human error may give inaccurate results because the tester may not actually see the correct score that they get. So you could stop this by getting chalk, and the subject jumps up and marks the wall with the chalk. And there is minimal places you can conduct the test because the vertical jump board is not on every ball, and you'll need to take that piece of equipment to get your scores. Finally, body composition. This is the percentages of fat, bone, water, and muscle in the human body. You measure someone's body composition by doing the skin fold test. This way you can use the skin fold cover and grab the skin, making sure you're grabbing no muscle, and you measure the amount of tissue or fat on that area. You test this on 5 different sites of the body. The equipment list is the skin fold cover, and you also need a partner to be able to test how much fat you have. The advantages of this test is easy to do and conduct. It's very cheap because the skin fold calipers are cheap, and it's very simple and easy to understand. The disadvantages is this has to be conducted in private areas because people may not feel confident with getting their body out. Testing different areas of fat. You may hit muscle as well as causing the test incorrect because that's not measuring the fat, it's testing your muscle. Also, you may not be able to find a partner to help, so you struggle to get an assistant to test do the test on you and use the skin fold cover. And finally, inexperienced people may do it wrong, so they're grabbing in muscle or doing it in the wrong areas, so not giving you the correct results.